Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
Welcome to the Rock Interview. I'm thrilled to have on singer, songwriter, guitarist. He's won awards, and he also fronts the hit band Restless Heart. Larry Stewart, thanks for coming on the show, Larry.
Hey, Eric, good to see you again. How's it going?
Going great. You know,
man, I like your bells there.
Thank you. I feel like I could be part of your band or part of your virtual shows you do at 5 o'clock, you know?
Larry goes live at 5. Here we go.
It's awesome. Well, I wanted to bring up, you know, a lot of us know how much of a fan you are of the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything. And so you have a brand new album and even enlisted some friends of yours to come on the album. Every Day is Christmas.
Well, I was asked by my boss at 5 West Media Group if I would be interested in doing a Christmas album of love songs. And I said, you know, that's kind of unique. I've never really heard anybody putting it that way. So we kind of dove in and tried to figure out what that looked like from a song title standpoint.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, we dove in, and it's all girls songs. You know, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, like, I'm going to sing like, what are you doing to me? So anyway, my producer, Brent Rader, we got together and we put together a collection of songs that I'm really, really proud of. And I even wrote one, Every Day is Christmas. And I've written 15 Christmas songs in my career, 14 that were awful. So I finally wrote one that was worthy of putting on an album.
Well, you know what, I was listening to the album again today before, you know, I got to catch up with you, and I've listened to it several times, and obviously I'm going to be playing it while I'm decorating, you know, my Christmas tree and everything else, but I really like it that you brought your own twist to it, and one of my favorite songs on the album is Every Day is Christmas. It's just, it seems like it's going to become one of those classics, but your voice just sounds incredible on these songs.
Well, thank you. You're the second person that has said that to me, so I'm getting excited. Because I'm proud of Every Day is Christmas, and you know, we brought the horns in there and really you know, really made it a kind of music for the season. And I wrote that with Lisa Matassa and Brent Rader, and so thank you for that. Yeah, I'm so proud of it, and I mean, I've been decorated for a while now, so I think I probably. Yeah.
Well, I got to ask you this question, Larry. How did you get Pam Tillis to join you? Because once again, you know, and I've always been a fan of your voice, you know, but it's like you guys really meld so well doing that duet.
Well, you know, Pam and I were doing some duets together before we ever had record deals. So that far back, yeah. So, you know, and when I found this Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, of course, it's a classic, but I wanted to do a duet around it. And
yeah. I
called Pam. She was the first call. And she came in, you know, we cut the track. She came in and just sang the fire out of it. So I'm proud that she, you know, accepted the offer, and I just love her voice.
Well, and you guys sound so great together. I was going to bring up, too, you know, a lot of our viewers know that, you know, you are the pride of Paducah, Kentucky. You know, before you
I don't know about the pride.
Well, you know, you and I were talking before we started the interview. You know, I remember seeing you guys, you know, playing at the Sykeston Rodeo. And then, you know, I was talking about, you know, when we met the time for the SEMO District Fair before you played that. But I find it so interesting, you know, coming out of Paducah, Kentucky, and then here to Nashville, all of the different jobs you had on Music Row, but also when you started at Belmont, you came in on a baseball scholarship.
That got me to Nashville. It wasn't the music business, oddly enough. Yeah. I mean, you know, I was too stupid to, you know what to do with my life. So the good Lord had me coming to Hendersonville at Volunteer State, playing a baseball game, and some friends of ours of the family asked Coach Witten at Belmont if he'd come watch. You know, we got this young kid from Kentucky, really, you know, trying to get him to Nashville, and will you go watch him play? And he said yes. And he came, and I hit 2 home runs in one game, and I've never hit 2 home runs in one game in my life. And they offered me a scholarship, and it brought me to Belmont, met all these really cool guys who were musicians, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And I got sick. I got mono and hepatitis, and I gave up baseball, and my music career went from there.
It's so amazing to me, too, because I remember when you and I were at the grand opening of the gig, you know, there at Belmont with all the different instruments and everything like that. And it's such a family at Belmont. I know you still have a lot of ties there, but it is interesting how you went from being an athlete to music, and then you ended up being the it guy for singing demos.
Yeah, I sang demos, which got me going into jingles, and which helped me meet even more people. But yeah, I as a matter of fact, my Shifting Gears CD, that one
just came out in 2018.
The very first person that I met, non-baseball person that I met, was Gordon Kennedy. And we hit off a friendship, put a little band together, played around town a little bit with David Huff and all these guys, world-class players. I came from Paducah, where it wasn't real cool to be a piano playing left fielder or linebacker, playing gospel piano for his dad.
You can only play the
really
executive.
Cool.
You can only play the executive end so many times.
So when I got to Nashville, it was like a bird let out of a cage. All these really great musicians and good people, and so that's when I decided, it's time for me to take off with this music thing. And then I met some guys there and introduced me to Tim Dubois and Scott Hendricks, and we formed Restless Heart, and the rest is history.
Well, and once again, too, and I mean, the catalog that you guys have created with Restless Heart, just amazing. It's hard for me to believe, and it makes me feel old, that, the 35th anniversary tour, and it's going to continue into 2021, correct?
Yeah, just about all of the shows that, just a few were canceled. Most everything was moved into 2021, which is good. So, it's just kind of putting a hold on everything and then rolling into 2021, hopefully with a bang.
Well, and you guys have so many hits to pull from and everything, but I want to make sure our viewers know also, Larry, and like I told you before we started the show, I always keep up with you on social media, on Instagram and your Facebook page and all that stuff, but you're doing virtual shows all the time also that your fans can tune into and maybe get a taste of some of these Christmas songs, right?
Well, yeah, back in April, some of the folks there at Five West, said, you should do something. Let's create something, for the fans to stay engaged, for you to stay engaged. And because, the fans are hurting as much as we musicians are, right? So I thought, yeah, I'll do one or two. I knew Billy Dean was doing them, and some other guys, buddies of mine were doing them. Richie McDonald did one. Yeah. So a couple turned into 7 months of them. Every Friday night. Larry Goes Live at 5 every Friday night. And so I've been on the road the last couple, but yeah, I've just kind of continued that. The fans really responded, positively, and really helped them get through, a week and get through a weekend and deal with, the loneliness of everybody being stuck inside, with COVID. So I'm going to continue that and introduce my Christmas album. And do a song or two on, the Larry Goes Live at 5 here in November and December, and have a little fun with it.
Well, I want to make sure, too, that our viewers for the show, Larry, know where to find you on Facebook, your website, all your social media. I want to make sure that they buy this album so that they're ready for the holidays, and also so they can catch you on your Friday shows, too.
Yeah, on Facebook, it's the official Larry Stewart or Larry Stewart official. Anyway, it's got the mark on there, and so that's where I go. Larry Goes Live at 5 there on Friday. But you can go to LarryStewartMusic.com and order the album there, and I'll autograph it and send it to you. If you want to go stream it, you can stream it on all the streaming services. Yeah. See if you love it, and I'm hoping you love it. And if you love it enough, you'll go to LarryStewartMusic.com and order an album, and I'll sign it and send it.
Well, and also, what a great holiday gift for friends or family, too, Larry, to be able to share that. And, also, I want to make sure that our viewers keep up with you on your website and social media, because there may be some upcoming shows to announce down the road that we can't talk about now, but you got some potential stuff in the works, right?
Yeah, I do. Restless Hearts show, we've got 2 more. And that's it. We just only got 2 more shows. They're private, but yeah, there's some things that's coming up that sound like fun that I'll let you know later, and you can go to LarryStewartMusic.com or go to Facebook, Twitter, all of that stuff, and just kind of keep up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love the new album, Larry. Congratulations. every day is Christmas, and I know in your heart every day is Christmas. So it wasn't a stretch for you. And just congratulations on this. I look forward to tuning in and watching you on your shows on Friday evening to be able to hear some of these songs too. And when you and Restless Heart can get back on tour again and in full motion for 2021.
Well, when I introduce my Christmas songs on Larry Goes Live at 5, will you come on and play the bells with me?
I will. You know,
Yes. That's
like
all I'll need. I don't need any.
It's like the cowbell of Christmas. You know, it really is. You know, instead of a cowbell, I've got those. Well, I'll tell you what, Larry, you're always so much fun. Thanks for coming on the show. Congratulations on a great album. And I think this is going to be a hot ticket for you. You sound amazing on here. Thanks for coming on the review.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate you having me.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.